hey, this is gonna be more of a travel story type video. So initially I wasn't even planning to mention our trip from Salento to Quito. It was supposed to be like a really long journey, something like 30-ish hours through the border, multiple buses. But I thought, that's boring. I'm not gonna film. It's just like a bunch of boring changes and whatever. I was like, I'm gonna suffer through it, just sleep on a bus, arrive to Quito like super tired, and that's not gonna be in the vlog because who wants to watch that? But then some crazy stuff happened, and I think it's also like important to share the hardships when you travel. It's not all just pretty Instagrammable views and like so much fun. Sometimes it can be really shitty. We researched step by step how to get from Salento to Quito. We had everything figured out. And by we, I mean Alex. He did most of the researching. So the first step, it was to go from Salento to Armenia. And from there's like a direct bus that would get us like pretty close to the border. So, we get from Salento to Armenia, no problem there. We show up at the bus station and we ask for those direct tickets. And they say, oh no, we don't have that. We don't have those tickets. Just go to Cali and then you can take the bus to where you need to go from there. It seemed a bit strange because we've researched it and they're supposed to have that, but we were thinking we don't really speak Spanish that well, so like maybe they closed the route, like things change, maybe now there's not enough demand and they just don't do that route anymore. So we take a bus to Cali. It's one of like the big cities in the south of Colombia. Still no big problems there. We arrive to Cali, and from there we're looking for a bus either to Pasto or to Ipiales. The bus driver tells us there's a couple companies in the bus station that sell those tickets. So, we go out in the search to find them. We found one bus company, and it's written on their stand that they go there. So we go, we ask, they say, no, the road is closed, we have no routes. We're like, the road is closed? Like, yeah, the road is closed, like we don't go there. Like, okay, that's weird. We go to another one, they're like, no, we have no tickets. We go to another one and they tell us we do have tickets, but we only start selling them at 12 at night. And by that time it's like 6 p.m. And like, why 12? They're like, oh no, it's like we don't sell them in advance. You have to be here at 12 to get them. It's really strange. So we try to like find some other companies that go there. We can't find anything. We're considering like booking a hostel because they say you buy the tickets at 12 and then the bus leaves at 4 a.m. Like, that sounds really strange. But we're like, okay, maybe we'll book a hostel. We go to the hostel. We come back at 12. We buy the tickets. We go back to the hostel. We sleep. We come back here. Sounds complicated. So just as we're like researching where we can go, like what are the hotels nearby, we see like there's a line forming. It's just people waiting around. So we start asking around and they're like, oh yeah, we're waiting until 12 for those bus tickets. So at this point we're thinking, I guess it's the only route, the only bus that goes from Cali to Pasto. It seems to be like really in demand. Like, we have no choice, we have to stay here if we want any chance to book this ticket. So we just sit around, and people are getting really worried because they told us there's gonna be like maybe 1 or 2 buses, and like you look around and there's like 40 people waiting. So people start making like lists of who was here first. It's a complete mess. But I'm thinking, as soon as they open the thing at 12, nobody's gonna give a shit about those lists. And somewhere around 10, just to right, a line starts to form in front of the window. So I'm like, I'm not gonna rely on that list I put my name on. I'm just gonna stand there. So I just stand there for 2 hours waiting for my ticket. And like a frustrating thing was that some people who spoke Spanish somehow spoke to the guy who was selling the ticket and didn't do the line, and they were on our bus, and I think they bribed him, and we went to see them and we're like, how do we bribe? Like, I don't want to stand in line. And they're like, no, just stand in line. I don't know what happened. So we get our tickets, we get on the bus, and I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be a long ride. It was supposed to be something like 12 hours, but soon we're gonna be in Ipiales. From there we cross the border. It's all set, we're on the bus now, we got our tickets, the hardship is behind us. But oh, how wrong I was. There's a stretch of road from Cali to Popayan, And from what I gathered, there's some conflicts with the Aboriginals. Something about like the president not going there, negotiating with them. They have some issues with like the mining and just the way the land is working and the taxes. I'm not exactly sure what, but they decided to block the road, the main road from Cali to Popayan. That's why all the bus companies just closed the route. Like, they're not stupid. They're just like, the road is closed, we're just not gonna go. But this one company that we took, Transipiares, they're like, we're just gonna go through the side road around. The side road is like a tiny mountain road. It's not even paved all the way through, and we have like a massive bus, and it's a two-way thing. And man, the route from Cali to Popayan is supposed to take maybe like 3-4 hours. And like 3-4 hours later, we maybe did something like 45 kilometers. It's really stop and go. It's super slow. I'm thinking we're never gonna get there. And then in the evening, after we've been on this bus for like more than 12 hours, we just get stuck in one spot. And it's like the night is falling. So the bus driver just like shuts off the bus and he's like, we're spending the day here. At this point, man, like, I'm so tired of being on the bus. We're like super hungry, I'm running out of water. Like, I don't understand what's going on. There's some like weird rumors flying around. Like, this guy next to us like, there was like a car accident, somebody died. Like, I'm trying to just like figure out what's going on, but it's just very confusing and super annoying. Because all I want to do is like not be in the bus. So whatever, we sleep in the bus. We wake up early in the morning, and I walk around and I see it's stuck. Like, we're not moving anywhere. We start to think, what can we do? And we see people that start leaving the bus, like with their bags and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess that's what we have to do, because it was just stuck solid. And so we take our bags and we look up on Google Maps, and the next town over is like 17 kilometers away, but Google says it's gonna take us 6 hours to get there. We start walking, and as we're walking away from the bus, the more we walk, the more I realize we would have been stuck there for days. There's just truck after truck after truck stuck. They're pulling out a truck like up a hill, super muddy. It's just like guys with a rope and pushing it. And that was a truck that was maybe like 100 cars in front of us. So if it takes us half an hour for each, even there, like, that is gonna take so long. The more we walk, the more I'm like, wow, I'm so happy we love this bus. But I'm not happy that my boots have this much mud on them. I'm thinking, wow, it's gonna be a 6-hour walk. And from there, like, who knows? We have no solid plan. We don't know how we're gonna get to Popayan. We don't know how we're gonna get to our destination. We're just like, we gotta try something. And it's Colombia. It's in the mountains. There's no cell reception. I see people from the army with like machine guns everywhere around. All the village people that kind of live in those mountains, they look at us. They're just like, what the hell are these gringos doing? Oh my god, it was a mess. But then we got super lucky. These two old guys, Augusta and Ernesto, they're driving in this like little car, and they stop and they're like, where are you going? And we're like, oh, we're going to this like small town because we're stuck there. They're like, oh, hop on in, we'll give you a ride. So we hop in and we start talking in our broken Spanish. And at some point we're like, you know what, guys, we're planning to go to Cali, but now that the road is blocked, we're going back home. We're going back to Popayan. Do you want us to just drive you there? And for us, that was like life-saving, because going from that small town to Popayan, we didn't even have any ideas how to do that. We would have had to like find a bus. I don't know. So man, those like two old Colombians, they really saved their asses. We even stopped for coffee on the way. It had some little like pastries, and it was like the best thing that happened. So we arrive at the Popayan bus station, and there at the cache of our bus company, we see everybody who left our bus back there where it was stuck, and they're just like arguing with the company, and the company was like, all right, and they just put us on the bus to finish our journey. Like, if it was just me and Alex, we would would have got even like reimbursed for a ticket. We would have had to buy new tickets and figure out something else. But since we just arrived at the exact perfect timing, the other like Spanish speaking people kind of figured it out, and bam, we're back on the bus. From there, it wasn't an easy journey. It was another something like 12 to 15 hours until we got to Quito and crossed the border. But that was pretty tame. That was just a regular boring bus journey. That part where we're like just stuck in the mud for 18 hours, that was insane. It was just, whew, it was bad. And like from what the old guys later told us, that area is like probably one of the most conflictual area of Colombia, probably one of the most dangerous ones. There's like guerrilla groups in the mountains there. Like I read on the news that since we left, some Aboriginals have been like killed by the police. Like it's really dangerous. But we saw some tanks just going in. It seemed like a pretty intense conflict. And I'm just so happy we're out of there. Like we had no idea that's what was going on. It just seemed like the road was closed, maybe some protests. Like it didn't seem dangerous. But once we got stuck in that bus overnight and the night fell, I was thinking like, oh my god, that's really crazy. Like I hope nothing happens. And we've met people who've done it like maybe a week before we left, and we talked to them. They're like, yeah, it's long, like, but it's doable. Nothing was really, warning us that it's gonna be such a crazy journey. Sometimes when you're in the unpredictable political climate, you just gotta go with the flow. That was by far the worst journey from A to B I've ever experienced. I hope it doesn't happen again. It's a crazy story now, but I really hope that is the first and last time something like this happens.